And we are live. Yes. Good afternoon. You're welcome to our Tuesday class. If you're here, please let me know that you're here. If you can see me, let me know that you can see me also. Good afternoon. If you are here, do let me know that you are here. Until you give me a vessel. Alrighty, good afternoon. If you can see me on our YouTube community, we're also live on our Facebook community. If you can see me, please do let me know that you can see me. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Make your wine out of me. Thank you for joining me. Please, if you can see me, let me know. Good afternoon. Oh, you wine in the sound. If you're here, do let me know that you are here. I don't know why I can't see people on our Facebook community. Please, Facebook community, if you can see me, please let me know that you can see me before we go on. Vessel, make me an offering. If you're just joining us for the first time, please let me see your comment in the comment section where you say first time joining our Tuesday live classes. Who is excited to be here? Yes, I am. Thank you so much. Hi, Mom. Thank you. New wine. There is new wine. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time, let me see your comment in the comment section telling us that this is your first time joining us on the live stream on a Tuesday. It's our Tuesday class. I can hear you loud and clear. Awesome. Awesome. First time joining Tuesday live. Awesome. Yes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty. Yes, MB, I see you. I see you. And we are going to go live now. It's 5 minutes. Today. All right. Thank you so much. And that was New Wine by Hillsong Worship. I like Hillsong a lot. I'm sure that by now, you know that I am a rocker of Hillsong songs. Thank you for joining me today. Whoops, whoops, whoops. All right, we're talking about creating the ultimate holiday plan. Creating the ultimate holiday plan. And we've been talking about holiday plan. Someone says there's a kind of echo. Is there still a kind of echo? And then is she right? Please do let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. And we are running right now. We are talking about how to create the holiday plan, the ultimate holiday plan that will help your child thrive. Welcome here, Choma Onyemenam Ezemba. Thank you. The sound is better. All right. Thank you so much. Woo! It's 32 persons right on our YouTube channel. All right. Invite your friends. Invite your family members. We're going to be sharing an interesting topic today. And welcome back from our TIP conferences, the conference we haven't been here, and we're back here again after the conference, okay? So thank you. Tag a friend, share this video, because we are going to be teaching you something really pretty, very much important, okay? All right. Hi, Faith. Good to see you here. How do you create the ultimate holiday plan that helps your child thrive? First of all, I want to say this. You need to understand, right? You need to understand that when it comes to the holiday season, for you and your family, you need to make a choice, and that choice starts with you. The choice starts with you for you to actually come from, 1, 2, 3, and go through the paths. Now, a lot of the times I've heard parents say, oh, but I don't have time. Oh, but I'm struggling. Oh, but I'm working and all of that. I made a post on our community on Facebook recently. That was yesterday night, where I said that, when you say, oh, I don't have time for my children, it's not a thing of pride, all right? It's something that should worry you. It's something that you should take into cognizance. It's something that you should, sit back and say, okay, I need to do something better. What can I do to actually do things better, to be available for my children? And the holiday is one of the, biggest times that you can actually key in, instead of, trying to say, oh, I don't have time and all of that. Now, this is not to say that so many of us must not have made a plan for this particular holiday. Obviously, if you have missed it, it means that you can make better plans tomorrow. It means that you can make better plans next tomorrow. It means that you can, create a system, next year and make it a lot more better, instead of just, sitting back to say, oh, this is how it is. This is what I need to do, and I can't do anything about it. Now, let me say this. Time is spelled as love for your children. Somebody help me write that in the comment section. Time is spelled as love. If you do not spend time with your children, then your child will not, in quotes, feel that you love them. No matter what it is that you do for them, or what it is that you actually say to them. Because many of the times we are usually carried, away with a lot of things, where we do not understand that the major thing that our children require of us is actually to spend time. Now, it is important to note also, you must agree with me, that when we say time, we're not saying that you should spend 24 hours. It's not even possible with your child. But you need to recognize that the time you put in on this journey is the key thing, is a key factor to whatever it is that you are doing. You need to understand that. Don't get it twisted. Time is spelled as love. You need to decide what exactly is most essential to you per time. Let me say this. Your children are going to grow. I saw a situation recently in the hospital, and I saw this particular young man, and the way he was just treating his old father, he was just shabby about it and just talking to him anyhow and all of that. The man wasn't working. He left him to work, by himself and all of that. And it was obvious that there was something wrong. There was something wrong about whatever it is that was happening. And when I looked at it, somebody made a comment to him, and he said, after all, was he there? Did he ever do anything for us when we were growing up? He was busy working. It's okay for us to understand that it's okay for us to provide for our children, but it's beyond just provision. We need to strike a balance. Now, I do not like to use the word balance. I like to use the word essentialism. For every time, you need to ask yourself, what is essential now? What is essential when your child is 1 wouldn't be essential anymore when your child is 20. What is essential when your child is a preteen would no longer be essential when your child turns 15. You need to recognize that. And the more you actually put that, in perspective, it will help you make, make judgments, share a lot of things and all of that, to actually be able to understand exactly what needs to be done per time. What needs to be done per time. It is important because a lot of parents do not get it, that children grow. Now, every decision you make every day, every minute, every second, every whatever, it's going to impact in the life of your child. You might not see it now, but it's going to come. I'm going to share an example from the Bible. When David was anointed, who knows that story of the anointing when David was anointed? Who remembers that story? Do you remember that story? David was anointed king. He was still that shepherd boy, right? But yet he was anointed king. When David was anointed king, he was a young boy. He didn't become king till after 17 years. So I want you to take note of this word. Change is noiseless. Change is noiseless. Nobody hears it. Your children are going to change right in front of you. Things are going to take a new turn. Things are going to happen. And you will keep wondering. You will keep looking at your children right in your face. Everything changing every minute, every second. I want you to put that down. Change is noiseless. When David became a king, it took another 17 years for David to turn to become the king that you could see. Now, there's even the other flip side that is even interesting. It is the story of the person that David took over from. It's the story of the person that David took over from. David took over from Saul. Saul was stripped of the kingship, and yet Saul didn't know that he had stopped being king. It took another 17 years, for Saul to actually leave the throne. Change is noiseless. If there is anything, if there's nothing that you were able to pick from this conversation today, remember this. Remember this. Because every second your children are changing, you come back every day, you do not even see that they are growing. So you make excuses of your unavailability, yet there is change on a minute per second basis, every second of the day. If that doesn't scare you, this analogy of King David and King Saul, then you need to check it. There's something about it. There's something about change that usually doesn't just announce to us. When you become pregnant, you don't even know when it happens. Until like 1 month or two, then you now go and do a test, and then you now recognize that, hey, something has happened to me. Change is noiseless. So your children are not going to come to you and announce to you, hey, Dad, I'm growing up. You need to be there. Nobody is going to do that for you. No child is going to do that for you. So you need to recognize that every minute of the day, your children are changing whoever it is that they are. And all of a sudden, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to see your children and they will be all just grown. And you're wondering, where did time go to? Every minute is the time. Every minute is the time. You see that minute you are using to actually just say, no, I don't have time for all of this, blah, 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 blah. It just continued. It just continued. Your children just kept growing. Your children just keeps growing. So if we, for instance, many of the times when we say, oh, you need to do this, attend this course, you need to buy this book, read,
Some people will say, oh, well, when the children are older, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Change is noiseless. Your children don't make noise when they are changing. They don't make noise. You just wake up one morning and you see breast budding and you see hair on your child and you're wondering, how did we get here? You need to remember that. When it comes to making a plan, you need to remember that your children are changing daily, that things are happening, the things that you can't even see. And you need to begin to make conscious effort from your own end. And before you know it, the work, the job you're doing is gone. Yes, you're successful, everything is happening and all of that. The children are grown. There's no bond. There's no connection. They can't come home. They don't feel it because you didn't really create experiences that will make them want to actually be with you. A lot of us have those kind of relationships with our parents. Some people here, they have those kind of relationships with our parents where you find out that many of the times your parents, you don't know what, you're just wondering, what am I even going there to go and do? What am I even going there to go and do? Because there were no experiences created. So you don't see any use. There's no bond. Many of us only talk to our parents when we want to tell them, oh, how are you? So how are you doing? So what's happening? And that's it. But if the memories, if these things were actually created, you find out that it will be easier for children to actually just come back. It's not something you force. You need to start from you. You need to decide what you want from the word. You plan it, and you need to begin to ask yourself, why is it necessary that I plan things like holidays? We make a lot of plans in my own home that even, at the Christmas holidays, we'll have a plan, a schedule to it, because I don't want to be caught unawares. One of the things that we teach the parents in the inner circle is to create a plan for the whole year. If you want to if you want to create a system where you want to be able to go on vacation, where you want to be able to do stuff, you start from the beginning and begin to create it. You make plans. Anything you don't plan for would actually die off. You will struggle with it. You would struggle with it. So you need to understand that making plans is the first place to start with. A lot of parents will tell you, but I don't have leave. I go on leave when I want to, and all of that. Have you ever thought of creating a system where you will put together when your leave would be with your children in it? Creating a holiday plan, creating this system would need to have your children at the center of it. Remember, the holiday is a time to recreate. The holiday is a time to bond. The holiday is a time for you and your children to actually sit together and, do you know that you might never understand your children if you do not spend time with them long enough, especially during the holidays? Very possible. You might actually parent someone, you're seeing them, they're come back from school every day and all of that, and you do not spend time long enough with them during the holiday, you would struggle. So that time, that holiday time is a lot. Do you know that there are only, 900 and something Saturdays in the life of your child between when they were born and the time when they go to university? About 18. Is that enough? Many times when you have a child who are, as old as mine, you would have lost about 500 and something Saturdays. So when we say things like, oh, I don't have time, it just continues. The truth is, we make time for what is important to us. It's a choice, it's a decision. Why is it necessary for you to plan? You will get carried away. You will get, you will just have a lot of things, You will just have a lot of things. You just have a lot of things make a mess because you didn't plan. Like they say, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So the holiday is going to come and everything is just going to be there. Woo, and everything just, just goes. Okay? So you need to understand that. What can the holiday, spending time during the holiday do? Why must you do that? Why must you spend time during the holiday with your children? The number one thing that we need to understand the why is that it helps you live longer. Do you know that studies have shown? In fact, there's a study on Harvard on family relationship and other relationships, making people live longer 50%. In fact, he says that strong family bonds and friendship increases the risk of premature, lack of strong family bond and friendship increases the risk of premature death by 50%. Increases the risk of premature death by 50%. So a lot of the people who actually do a lot of this research, there's a lot in it when it comes to the relationships, when it comes to your health. So the more family relationship you have, the more bond you are able to create. So I said that number one is that family makes you live longer. Family relationships actually makes you live longer. Yes. Family relationship and other meaningful relationships. It actually makes you live longer. So it is important. Number two is that it helps your mental health. There's a reduction, it creates healthy mental health. Spending time during the holidays. Now, life is not about work. Yes, I know we need to work. I know we need to. Number one is that family helps you live longer. That's what I say. Family relationships helps you live longer. Creating that bond helps you live longer. Number two, I said it helps work on your mental health. We have a lot of children today committing suicide. Teenagers. A lot of things happening to them. The reason is simple. We're having more and more children who are being neglected at the family front. A lot of the parents do not know who their children are. So when they have issues, when these children have issues, they actually practically run out to go and look for ways to actually be able to survive. One of the ways that they found today is drug. Drug is an awesome companion. And you know the truth. These people who actually peddle drugs are ready to welcome them. They have time for their children. The people peddling drugs have time for your children, but you don't. So while you don't have time, those people have time for them. So it's easy. So they go on and then, do whatever it is. I was watching a video a few days ago, and a parent who had put her child on social media, all right, the child was gaming, chatting. This child was 15, and the child had left home because the child met a man online and, ran away from home. The mother was like, oh, she didn't have time to check, what she was doing online. She didn't know she needed to even check. She didn't even know what it was. The concept of I don't have time can actually drown you on your parenting journey. When you come into the inner circle, one of the first things that we tell you to do is that you say, I have time to parent my children. When you say that cliche of I don't have time, we say it like it's something that we should be rewarded for. It's something when I don't have time for my children, it can't be a hype. It can't even be something that I brag about. It can't even be something that I come on social media to open my mouth to say. Come on. And yet, some of us actually think that I don't have time. Oh, I'm working. I really don't have time for these children. It's something that we should be proud of. No, dear parents, let me bust your bubble. If you do not have time for your children, something is wrong. And you need to work it out. You need to work it out. You need to find what is wrong and fix it. Don't tell me, oh, I don't have time, I'm working and all of that. So when people say, oh, I'm very busy, I usually would smile. I usually would smile because the truth of the matter is that very productive people find balance and find what is essential per time. There was a time in my life where I wasn't attending weddings. Ask anybody who was around me. It was a choice that I made because my Saturdays were key to whatever it is I was doing for my children at that time. I was not going to trade it for anything at that time. At that time. That cliche is actually killing your parenting journey. I don't have time. I don't have time. Please tell yourself, if you're watching me today, that I have time to parent my child. It is some of the things we say, it has ended up actually becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. We say to ourselves, you find yourself not having time, you keep saying it. Words are seeds. You keep saying it, and it keeps just coming. So when you come to the inner circle, for those of us who are in the inner circle, they know. If you tell me, coach, I don't really have time to parent my children, I'll throw you out. Because that's nonsense as far as I'm concerned. A lot of the people that I've worked with are not busier than many people that I know that have created time for their children. So stop saying, first of all, if you're watching me, for your holiday plan to even work, first of all, tell yourself, I have time. This time, I have it. And I'm going to create it to be able to help my children through their journey. All this, I don't have time that we're even talking about. How long do you think your children have to actually spend in your home before they actually leave your home totally? How much longer? How much longer do your children really have with you? The truth of the matter is that the runs of whatever it is that you're chasing is going to wait, but your children are not going to wait. So for every second while you make that statement, your child, something is changing that you can't see. Because remember, I said that change is noiseless. If you do not have time, it's not something you should be proud of. In fact, if you do not have time to parent your children, it is something that you should begin now to say, please, coach, what can I do? What can I do? You need to, in fact, it should be a checking moment for you. Where you're saying, oh, coach, please, can you help me? How can I create? A lot of parents have come to me to say, how can I create? I have CEOs of big companies. I have people who work in name it, international organizations. I myself have worked in a bank. I have worked in an international organization. So when people say, I don't have time, I look at them and I'm wondering, what exactly are we doing? What exactly are we doing? So you need to understand that, it's all for the sake. First of all, your child is at the center of it all. Yes, so Amolola, the inner circle is a boot camp. When people talked about, when people talked about the conference, I said to someone that the inner circle is a daily conference. You learn on a daily basis. You learn on a daily basis. Your children can't wait. Your children can't wait. A lot of the things we're doing can wait. And if you can recognize that, then you can actually utilize that to walk through your journey. Stop that cliche. It makes you look even stupid when you say, oh, I don't have time for my children. I really don't have time. I'm busy. It makes you look stupid. It doesn't make you look grand. According to my daughter, talking about looking grand. It doesn't make you look grand in any way. So stop saying it. If you're listening to me, stop saying it. Start from there. That's the first place you need to start from when it comes to creating your plan for being a parent in itself. You make the choice to be a parent. And then when you don't want to be held accountable. You want to continue speaking plenty English. We think it's by coming on social media and speaking English. Parenting is seed time and harvest time. It is what you sow that you reap. There's nothing else. You sow cassava, you reap cassava. Whatever it is, that's where you're going to stay. Another reason why you must create a holiday plan is that every minute counts. I've already said that. Every minute counts, every second counts. I've not missed anything, memory building in the life of my children. I chose. My husband and I chose. When we talk about being busy, I don't even want to say on this live broadcast how much busy we are. But everything in the life of our children, everything we have been there. We've attended PTA meetings, every of the PTA meetings, from when they were in primary 1 to the last day. You think it's something of pride to come out and say you don't have time? Every minute counts. Number 4, playtime actually also helps you embrace your inner child. Your children have inner child. Time might not permit me to actually, drive into talking about the inner child. The inner child is a lot. Talking about the inner child. Someone is asking me, yes, you can share this video. More parents need to listen. Share the video. If you're watching me on YouTube, you will be able to share it. If you're also watching me on my timeline, I think you can see it as well. Playtime also helps embrace the inner child. The inner child is about, who we are, who have become. Even our children need it. All right? Even our children need it. The holiday time also helps us create family traditions. The best time in my home is the holiday time. Our children look forward to the holiday. Our children look forward to it. Every minute they are, in fact, the most exciting for them is the long holiday and the Christmas holiday, since the Easter holiday is usually short. My husband and I have created a system where we have become available for the long holidays in the past 11 years. You make choices. You make choices. Even while I worked in the bank, I made a choice. So you need to help play family tradition. Your children will be able to talk about it. What are the things that, happened growing up and all of that? These are all parts of the, system. It's the family rituals that actually create bonds. It's the family rituals that actually create bonds for the children. Those family rituals, all the things that we do. We have a whole full calendar for Christmas holiday. We have a whole full plan. As Christmas is drawing near, we'll bring it out. We'll have a whole full plan for the summer holidays. As it's coming up, we're bringing it out. Everything incorporated. No assumptions. Assumption parenting is dead on arrival. You make there's nothing, you don't make progress with assumption parenting. You make no progress with assumption. Forget it. So the more you assume, the more you kill your journey. Don't assume anything. Plan every tiny detail with you at the center and God helping you. That's how it's done. That's what parenting is about. All right. And the last one, it creates experiences. Life is all about experiences. We are all a product of our experiences. Everything that we do is all about the experience that we were able to actually create. So the experiences that your children have now is what is going to take them to the next line. I was in a family and I was looking at the legacy that I have built over the years. It's one of the big families in Nigeria. I'm not going to call their name anyway. But I looked at the legacies from generation to generation. I saw rituals. I saw family being intentional. I keep telling you that to raise kings it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. People are taking their time to build families that they will be proud of, not the other way around. Not the other way around. You need to understand that these things are about the seeds that we sow today. Experiences. The life you live today is as a result of what you experienced as a child. Your experiences will either make you or mar you. What are the experiences that your children have as we speak? What are the experiences that they have about the holiday? What are the experiences that they have about you? What are the experiences? What is happening as we speak right now in the whole, system in your home? What would they remember? What would they think about? We are limited by the experiences that we have. The other day, I was sharing on the skills of being a global citizen. If you're raising a child who will become a global citizen, then there are valid experiences that your children must have to be able to become that person who is a global citizen. It's not assumption. There are things you put in place that must be there. What do? I said, number one, you need to start from you. Set your priorities right. That's the first thing. Set your priorities right. What do I need to do? How do I need to do it? My children are 3 to 4. Do I need to appear at every wedding every Saturday? My children are 5 to 6. They need me to talk all the time. Do I need to watch that Telemundo I'm always watching? They are not useful to you at this time. My children are 7 to 8. Can I use the time I'm using to watch BB Niger to teach them some skills that will help them eventually in life? These are the priorities. Oh, my children are excited spending time with me now. Can I adjust these 5 years? Can I adjust these 5 years that is coming to a time where I would actually be able to be there? Set your priorities right, dear parents. There is time. There is time for everything. There is time for everything. If you miss it, you miss out. So you need to actually begin to put a lot of things in the perspective. Set your priorities right. Know where you are per time on your parenting journey. This is one of the major things that I tell parents in the inner circle. You need to know where you are on your journey. That Mama Emeka is on the journey at a certain age. It's not the same with you. You are not on the same journey with Mama Emeka. Where are you on your journey? I just said it earlier that there was a time on my own parenting journey I couldn't go for weddings every Saturday. I couldn't. That was not my priority at that time. What was most essential for me was to create a certain kind of experiences that are age-bound. There are experiences that are age-bound for your children. And they miss it at that time. That is the end. Nothing changes anymore. Remember that I told you that change is noiseless. You need to understand that. You need to plan, put these things in the plan. Plan a vacation if you can. When I say plan a vacation, I am not saying go to the US, but if I can afford it, why not? I like to travel a lot myself. Part of the experiences that you can create for your children is traveling. Traveling is one of the biggest learning grounds for your children. Take your child to the next community close to you. Sleep 1-2 nights in that place and let your children have an experience. Let your children have an experience. So these experiences, there is a time will reach. My husband and I will say, a time will reach. This experience will not make sense to your child. Imagine, let me use this as an example. Imagine your old father who is 120 and you tell him that, oh, you need to be traveling the world at that time. How does that change anything for that man? Nothing. You need to understand that we are working with time. All this, I will do it next year. I remember at the beginning of the inner circle this year, a lot of parents came to me and said, I will join next year in 2022. While you are waiting, 1 year is gone. You don't want to know the things that happened in the life of your child in that 1 year. In that 1 year. 1 day is a lot. Someone asked me that why did my children have to do grade 6? And I said to the person that 1 day in the life of a child, it's a lot. You don't even want to know. You don't want to know. So traveling is one good way. Please take your child somewhere. Take them somewhere. Enter the train from Lagos to Ibadan. Stay there for 1 night and come back. Experiences. Your children will live and make life out of the experiences that they have. It's all about the things that you're doing. Some experiences wouldn't ever, you're waiting for when you have a pile of money. Maybe you're waiting for when you have millions of naira in 10 years. In that 10 years, that experience will be useless to that child that you're piling the money for. We need to understand this. You need to, learn to use plans, create plans for other things, create stronger bonds, and break the monotony, break all of that monotony that happens, during school time. Break it. Break all of, you still want your child to be going to school. It's vacation. Let them go to school and learn English, maths. What happened to other, places where they can learn other things? Do you know the interesting thing? We are putting our children, I was reading an article. Let me shock you guys. I was reading an article, that it was done by Harvard and the British Council. Do you know that what your children are learning, they said that what Nigerian, not African, Nigerian children are learning today puts them 65 years behind what the world requires. That should worry you. It puts them 65 years behind where the world is. And yet you want your child to learn English, maths, physics, chemistry, don't get me wrong. Education is important. I love it. I was a star student in school. It has helped me as well. All right. I also, drive my children to also understand the place of excellence. But there is something called change happening. And like I said, change is noiseless and it's happening to us and we can't see it. We're 65 years behind and that should worry anybody. Now, there is a new study. That study has been there, not so new, that what your child needs to thrive in life is 80% soft skills and 20% hard skills. Yet, in Nigeria, we have flipped it. It is now 80%. It is now 80% hard skills and 20% soft skills. That's why you see a child who knows to do nothing. Nothing. Because we're not studying the trends. We don't understand what's happening. That's why we're busy arguing on social media. If we know what is there for us to do, my goodness, you will sleep and wake up thinking of what you need to do for your children. You will sleep and wake up thinking of how you can create a system that actually singles out your child in the whole of this mess. You will wake up every day thinking, what can I do? I'm not arguing. Someone said, why are you telling us what to? Why are you telling me what to do with my children? You don't know anything. A lot of us know nothing, yet we come on social media and just spill all our ignorance all over the place. And I'm wondering, what's happening to us? Break the monotony. Break it. Break the monotony. The holiday is a good time for you to break that monotony and create it. Teach them how to respond to social situations, because you need to go out with them. You need to deal with them. The changes, like I said earlier, you create is noiseless. Parenting will take time. Intentional parenting takes time for you to see whatever it is that you're putting in. But trust me, it is rewarding. It is rewarding. So what do you do? What schedules do you create? How can you create all of these plans that we're talking about? What schedules can you create that will help your children begin to learn? Remember, this is a time that you need to actually begin to infuse some of those things that there are many things schools can never teach your child. Never. Somebody help me write that. There are too many things a school can never teach your child. It's not going to happen. No matter how much you want to, throw tantrum and all of that. The truth of the matter is there is so much that is rested on you. There is rested on you as a person, as a parent. You chose the job. Nobody gave it to you. If you're not ready to do it, drop the ball and stop shouting everywhere, I don't have time. There are too many things. So the onus is on you. So when we tell you, come and learn, we know what we are telling you. Too many things. The school can never teach it to your child. If you don't teach your child loses out on it. That's why till today, there are people who are serving others, and it is never going to end. Our children are going to also grow, and there will be their mates serving others as well. It is never going to change. Wake up from your slumber. Stop the, oh, I know what I'm doing mantra. Wake up today, because your children need to learn, and learn things fast. The change is so much on us that we don't even understand jack. I was talking to a parent in a one-on-one session yesterday who was complaining, the teenager, oh, this one. And I asked the parents, I said, do you know that there are 21-year-olds who are making millions of dollars legitimately today? Legitimately. And we're here arguing, oh, the child needs to do this, the child needs to do that, and all of that. So what can you create? You need to create, if you have a toddler, you need to have a specified schedule for your toddler. You need to have a specified schedule for your toddler. Toddlers thrive on routines. Toddlers thrive on routines. Now, one of the biggest challenges that we have in this part of the world is that instead of us to teach, we are busy beating. Beating anybody solves no problem. For your information, let me say that again and again. I'm never going to stop saying it. I'm never going to stop saying it. So if you're just coming into the community, know that the central theme is that you need to teach, not beat. So you need to understand that it is your job to teach. And because toddlers thrive on routines, you need to create a toddler schedule in your home if you have a toddler during the holiday. So don't lump your toddler with other children. There should be a schedule for them. I was graced. I have my two children become toddlers at the same time. So of course I use the same pattern for everybody. But you can't use same pattern if you have toddlers and you have younger ones and you have older ones and all of that. It is very important. And when your children, I don't even know where we got the mind that children that you don't beat are useless. Are you guys kidding me? Who is even teaching you people all of that? Anyway, discipline is not beating. It is routine. I've seen a lot of the children that you guys are beating. They understand nothing about self-discipline. They do not understand discipline. They do not understand how to use skills, how to do things. They don't. Please, I need you to understand that even your toddler will need you to actually, put a system. When you have children who have schedules, who work, on routines, who have self-discipline, trust me, it's a win for you. It's a win for you. I don't have to beat my children. There are a lot of things that my children are able to do at 11 that I couldn't even do at 15. It's a win for you. And unfortunately, we are constantly we're raising people who are so independent, who are so dependent on us. You hear parents say, oh, why will my 10-year-old be cooking? Oh, why will my 2-year-old be cooking? I'm wondering, have you seen how people who are actually raising outliers are actually being putting, systems in what they are doing? Anyway, let's move. Have a reading planner. Now, reading is something that you need to inculcate in your holiday plan. I'm not talking about English and maths. I am talking about reading the world. The first time I went to Belgium, I had gone to Belgium before. I usually say that a lot. Because when I entered the Grand Square, and because I have read so much about it, I saw it in novels and all of that, it was as if I was there. The books I read created experiences that I have in my life today that have made my siblings and I thrive. Read the word. Let your children read the word. Stop saying I don't have money to buy a book and if you can afford 1,000 naira a month, please buy one book. Whatever it is, buy. But make sure that you are actually putting in a system that helps your children read the word. Recently, part of what we had in our plan, the children are doing PowerPoint presentations. My 11-year-old can create PowerPoint presentations seamlessly. And they're currently, they do it. They read a book. They do it. I'm talking about real books. My daughter read I Am Malala. My son read Tough Times Last. I'm going to share those slides in the group. All right, if I remember. I shared it for the parents in the inner circle. And I told them, go and let your children read the word and let them create, the system in your home, and then let them come and do some kind of presentation. What have I done? It's giving them the reading culture. It's giving them the system where the children are also able to not just read, also be able to speak about what they've read. It's giving them the confidence. It's also giving them the skill to be able to create PowerPoint presentations as well. My children are 11 and they can make you a PowerPoint presentation that you can use anywhere in the world. It is teaching. It is not beating. Have a household chore plan. I believe that every child should do chore. That is it. That's what structure is. Discipline is structure, not beating. Every child should have chore that they do in the home. So have a chore plan. Have a list of educational resources that you can use, the apps, the website, the movies, YouTube, channels and all of that. We have that all stated together. Have a daily planner. What are we doing daily? Even if you're on vacation, even when we travel, we have a planner for our vacation. Have a holiday planner for the children, what they are going to be doing. Have a habit builder. A habit builder planner. A habit builder planner is going to help you. All right? A habit planner is going to help you and put a lot of things together about habits. So that's how we are creating habits. My children are off to secondary school, the last time. So we're creating habits that's going to help them in the next stage of their life. So habit planner is one of the things that we are also putting in perspective in the now, and we're using it to be able to track a lot of this. Have a responsibility chart. Now we also have a responsibility chart that is helping the children to actually be able to put a lot of things in perspective and put it. We have a holiday maker in our home, and it's learned a lot using all of that plan that we have. Have a self-regulatory planner. This is the time to teach your children to regulate themselves. This is the time to teach your children to regulate themselves. The school will never teach your children emotions control. It's never going to happen. Never, ever going to happen. All right. The school is only going to be able to just teach and go their way. If you have a regulatory planner, is going to actually put a lot of things in perspective, and you're going to be putting these things, all right, regulate their emotions, put it together. The holiday is a good time for you to build these things, because during the school time, you are work, everybody's running. By the time they come back, you don't have enough time to actually put all of these things, in perspective. We need to actually begin to think about some of these things. Have a practical life skills planner. A practical life skills planner. My daughter learned to cook, bake right in the home. I don't know how to bake, for your information, but we put up a plan and it helped her learn how to do these things. My son codes. I do not know how to do any of them, but because there is a practical life skills builder, that we put. Right now, we have a curriculum for soft skills builder, my husband and I, and the children, and we're taking sessions with the children every day, because there are things that we need to, put together, re-emphasize, and all of that. So if you have it, you will see your children develop these things over the, years. Part of the practical life skills builder that we have in this month actually requires that the children will need to leave the home for a while and actually experience something. It is part of it, but you must make a plan for it. Have a screen time checklist. What must be done before, you have all of this screen time, put together and all of that. Have a 30-day holiday devotional for your children. That's part of what we created in the inner circle recently. I created the devotional on the life of Moses, and a 30 full day holiday devotional where we're going to be sharing, teaching them what they need to actually learn in all of this, just 30 days, all right? In all of this during the holiday. The holiday is a time where you can do so much for your children. And if you're going on vacation, have a vacation list planner, have a vacation planner. What is required, what do you need to do, and all of that. Now, somebody is asking, are these planners an app? It's not an app. I looked at it when I was trying to teach this, subject, and I was, taking a look at it, and I was saying, okay, this is actually, there's a lot that you need to recreate and all of that, and put a lot of things in perspective. So my team and I, one of the things that we were able to do was to create an ultimate holiday bundle. Create an ultimate holiday bundle, right? An ultimate holiday bundle for the parents. So we created it, and we've listed all these planners that I listed here is part of that holiday bundle. It's taking us a lot of time to create it. A lot of people reached out to me to say, please, what can we do? How can we do this and all of that? So we decided to create this so that you can have the planners, and then you put it all in perspective in your home, and then adapt it, all right? Adapt it as something that you can use in your own home. So we are taking out this planner. This planner costs 10,000 naira. But I am doing something, it's holiday. And I said to my team that, no, we're going to leave these planners to be out there for now, between now and Monday, for 2,000 naira instead. I want you to get them because I know how they have helped me. These are things that I have developed myself over the years to be able to actually use and, go through the process during holidays in my home. So you can get the holiday planner, the ultimate holiday bundle. All you need to do is to put in the comment section holiday bundle, and then you will see details on how you can get the holiday bundle. All right, and then go ahead to actually make payment for it. You're going to get your copies on Monday because there's some stuff we're also still working on right now. All right, so as soon as that is put together, you're going to get your bundle on Monday, and you are also going to get, I want to also teach you what to do with these bundles. I just don't want you to just get the bundle and then, you just say, oh, yes, so now I have the bundle and all of that, and then we have it. If you're watching me on YouTube, I am going to put the bundle details I'm going to put the bundle details right on our please don't send me WhatsApp messages, okay? Please put the holiday bundle right in the comment section. I can see a lot of disruptive WhatsApp messages. Please just put holiday bundle right in the comment section. We're putting this together, and by Monday, you have a copy of that holiday bundle. And I'm going to do a webinar for you to onboard the people who get a copy of this holiday bundle. So all of these things that I have said, you're going to have this template to create everything that I have said in the holiday bundle. All right. Precious, if you can hear me. Okay. All right. I can see that. Thank you. Okay. So the holiday bundle is it's going to be available from Monday. But if you make payment for it, all right, between now and Monday, you get to pay 2K. Trust me, we have 12 planners. We wouldn't do this on a normal day. Each of our guides is 1,000 naira or thereabout, or 1,500 naira. But you're getting all of this for 1,000 naira, for 2,000 naira only. All right, you're getting all of these for 2,000 naira only. So this holiday bundle will help you create all of these things that I have stated, and you will be able to just get it off. And I know how overwhelming it could be to actually have a lot of this. Precious, if you can hear me, just send me a chat on WhatsApp so that I can copy for the parents who are watching me on YouTube, and we can also have it right there. Thank you. All right, so if you want to have the holiday bundle, all you need to do is to put holiday bundle. All you need to do is to put holiday bundle right in the comment section. If you are on YouTube, you would see you would see the details right on my screen. Or if you're watching me on any other place, you will see the details right on my screen. Please take the route to actually get this the right way. Please. I'm already getting overwhelmed with the chat. All right. I'm already getting overwhelmed with the chat. Please, I'm begging you. Please just take the route and send it to my team, and they would put your name down. All right. Please look at the details. And once we close down the pre-order, that is it. If you want to buy this bundle after, then you buy it for 10,000 naira. It is worth more than that, because there are lots and lots of bonuses that is inside the bundle, and you get that webinar. If I'm going to do that webinar on a normal day, I'm not going to charge anything less than 10,000 naira for that webinar, nothing less. All right, and then you would have access. Also, there is a webinar that is coming up, a masterclass actually, that is coming up in this month, how to choose a school, how to make the appropriate choice of a school for your child. Every parent who have a copy of this bundle will have a reduced, will have a discounted, a huge discount into that masterclass. But all the parents in the inner circle have free access into the masterclass. Don't be angry, please. The parents, the parents in the inner circle have much more access to a lot of things than any other person, out there, because they are the ones in the academy. So how to make a choice of a school? The parents in the inner circle is actually an inner circle course. So the parents in the inner circle will have a direct access to it. But everybody who has a holiday bundle is going to have a huge discount on it. All right. So, and we're going to be reaching out to you in the group where you will be. So as soon as you make payment, you are going to be in that group, so that you would also be part of the onboarding system. The onboarding system is going to happen. It's going to happen on the day where we give you that bundle. That bundle is ready on Monday. You have access to all of these things by Monday. Someone says, I'm angry. What are you angry about? This inner circle. Sorry. That's how the inner circle rolls, right? Please, how about the 2022? You are still not a member. You're the inner circle parents in 2022 want to have my head. We will do something. We'll be thinking about it by the time we get there. All right. That's by the way. So yes, we're gonna have the others are gonna have free access to that masterclass. That masterclass came because we needed to teach parents how they actually would be able to make choices of the right school to put their children in. Trust me, there's a lot of trash when it comes to school out there in the today. And considering whatever it is that is going on, right? Considering that we're actually 65 years behind, a lot of our schools are still there. A lot of our schools are still there. So honestly speaking, I would actually, have you, I would actually just say, try and be at that masterclass. We're going to announce, for it later. But hey, the holiday bundle will be ready on Monday. Trust me, when you get this holiday bundle, you'll come and hug me. All right? This holiday bundle it's been my 11-year treasure, for a long time. So now I am agreeing to actually share it with you. So I'm going to give you samples. I'm going to give you, a lot of things that you will have access to using this holiday bundle. All right. If you're watching me on YouTube or you're watching me anywhere else, you will see the details. All right. For this holiday bundle. If you're watching me on the community, when you put holiday bundle, you will have a response. And we've also pinned this comment so that you will be able to see. So you can pause, take down the account number, or just copy it down in the comment section and just make payment. And please WhatsApp chat that number that you can see on my screen. They will confirm your payment and all the details you would need for that session. All right. Exactly what needs to be done. Okay, so that's what you would need. If you have any question, do let me have it. I have a few minutes that we can spare. Do let me have it, and then I will answer your question, because I know that some people actually have, questions that they want to ask. If you are watching me on, I know that some people are watching me on my timeline, on my private timeline on Facebook. Remember to share this video. Remember to share to parents so that they would learn. If you have questions, put it right in the comment section, and I would answer your questions. But I'm going to say this. The onboarding session is going to be like a master. In fact, it is a master class. The onboarding session is a master class. You don't want to miss being in this onboarding session. Even if your child is not on holiday yet, or the holiday has passed, or just get it and have this plan for it. You will be grateful that you have this bundle. I am as sure as anything about this bundle. You'll be so grateful. All right. How do you manage a toddler that cries a lot? You need to create a structure for your toddler, and you also need to begin to help the toddler learn self-regulatory processes. Self-regulatory processes. So part of what we also have in this bundle is the self-regulatory planner. Because I recognize that if you do not make emphasis on the planners that you need, if you don't make emphasis on what you need to do during the holiday, it becomes very difficult, really very much difficult to teach some of these things that we are saying. The holiday is an awesome time to make a whole lot of difference. A whole lot of difference. I can't even begin to tell you how much we have been able to teach our children during the holiday. How do you potty train a 2-year-old? I'm going to share something on potty training for you. It's a different milestone, but don't force a child. You need to teach, and you need to keep teaching. All right. What age is the holiday bundle applicable? All ages. The devotional plan it specifies what you need to teach. The parents in the inner circle already have a part of the devotional plan that we created for my family. All right, they've had it since, and a lot of them will be using it. Right. So the devotional plan, for instance, actually have a lot of these things, and then age appropriate what you need to see and all of that. You say that there are 12 guides in the holiday bundle. If I hear you correctly, I want to know if these guides are part of the ones we have acquired, like the media plan. No, not at all, Rashidat. Not at all. Everything that you have on this holiday bundle, they are planners. Every single one of these planners are new. We've never shared this before, right? We've never shared this holiday bundle planner before. It's actually a new product. My team and I have been working on it. Another non-sleeping time for a lot of us. All right. And because I saw a need, I have had these planners for a long time, but maybe it wasn't time for me to actually tell you guys about it. But I've used it, and the result is amazing. If you can apply these holiday bundles to your process, trust me, you will look forward to the holiday. Your children will look forward to the holiday. And you will be amazed at the things that you would actually be able to see. Coach Wendy, please, what is self-regulatory plan? Is it okay to allow the children to go to summer school coaching? It depends on what it is that summer school coaching is offering. What are they doing at the summer school coaching? English and maths? Then that's no longer a holiday for them, right? So you need to actually understand if they are learning skills, it's fine. But remember that a holiday, it's supposed to be a bonding time. So don't make everything about learning skills. So from the time they started holiday in August till they resume in September, they are out there going from one place to another. Create a system that helps you. Maybe they do 1 week, in whatever skill that they're learning out there, and then, you now put it together. The holiday bundle, is it hard copy or e-copy? Please, they are all printables. They are all printables. The holiday bundle are all e-copy printables. They are not hard copy in any way. Please. They are printables, and they are printables. All you need to do is to use your punches and then press them. What we do in my home is that we have a board. And then for every holiday, we bring out the bundles, we bring out the planners, and then press them, create them as we're going. Because, because there's a lot planners an easy way for us to actually get a lot of these things done. So we create it with the children, and it's easy. So if you're a busy parent, it might be so difficult for you to just sit down. How do I create a reading planner? How do I create a WhatsApp? So we've made it easy for you. You have the templates. All you need to do is just slot in. That's all. And slot it in according to what works for you in your home. All right? And then that's it. The holiday bundle, please, what's your take on sending children to boarding school? David Onochia, they are personal. These are personal things, personal decisions you and your family will need to make. However, I would like to say that a boarding school is not a place that your children learn independence. The boarding school is like a place that your children practicalize. So your children will need to learn to be independent. Don't send a child who is not independent to a boarding school. Because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, your child will go to boarding school, they learn independence. That's a lie. You need to teach your child independence at home if you're going to take your child to boarding school. We'll have a boarding school system that I'm going to be sharing next year in the inner circle. Unfortunately, it's still not something that I'm sharing publicly. It is something that we have built a system for, and we're taking parents through the process of, if you want your child to go to boarding school, this is what you need to do. And this is what you need to do, and you start it early. We'll have a 4-year plan of what you should do if your child is going to boarding. All right? That's another ball game together or all together. So David, join us in 2022. What are people that have booked the slot for 2022? Can they still be part of the master class? Ebere Sorochi Okoro, if you have already put a slot for 2022, it means that your class starts in 2022, December 2022. All right. But like I said, we're going to be thinking what we will do, because we have quite a number of people. We have quite a number of people in that class. And by the way, I would actually advise every parent watching me to book a slot for our inner circle in 2022. I'm saying it because it's a place where you actually put a lot of things in perspective. It's a place, I don't know how to explain it to you. The inner circle, like the parents in the inner circle would say, is better experienced than explained. You see, all of these things that I'm saying will come so easy to a lot of the parents in the inner circle. They understand it. Even if I do not do an onboarding session for this holiday plan, the parents in the inner circle will rock it to the end. The parents in the inner circle will rock it to the end. They understand it. They get it. All right? I would advise that you book a slot for the inner circle in 2022. We already have 2 batches full. Usually we do 3 batches. As it's going, it's December 2021, not January 2020. December 2021, that's what we're starting. December 1st. As we're going, we're looking at what we need to do, right? But for now, please book a slot so that I will not tell you that the slots are gone. Ngozi Nwachukwu, if you want to be part of the inner circle, send us a chat for us to send you all the details that you require. Again, the inner circle is a paid program. It's not free. We don't run free WhatsApp chats, please. We do not have any of those. It's not free, right? So it's a paid program, all right? It's a place that makes you stay awake and committed to your parenting journey. Thank you, Ayomide Samuel. That's how somebody explained it. I think that's it. The inner circle is a place that makes you stay awake and you don't come on social media and say things like, I don't have time. Or you come and say, I don't have time. All these things that you're saying, all these things. It's when you are in the inner circle, you actually don't get to say things like that. How do I book a slot? Augustine, please help me send a chat to Nena to book a slot. To join the inner circle, yes, see it here. You need to independence. Yes, teach a child independent before sending them to boarding school. They don't learn independence in boarding school. That's a wrong mindset. Very wrong mindset. Please, let's take note of that. My son is 4 and likes to follow people as he almost doesn't like to stay on his own. He always wants to follow people out. It's becoming worrisome. How can I curb it? There's nothing to curb. Give your child more experience on the social circle. Don't stifle your children, right? Don't stifle your children. Give them let your child be able to actually interact. It's actually very important. Some of us do not have holiday this year. The third time is still on September 10. This was necessary, or we keep till next holiday. You can still use it, Ezum Christian Udo. You can still use this holiday planner. Trust me, I've used this planner for the last 11 years. I've tweaked a few things, as we go and all of that. But the truth of the matter is that it is timeless. All right, it is timeless. So you can use it over and again. All right, as the holidays are. In fact, it's easier to have it now and plan later. All right, it's easier to have it now and plan later. So that way you will be able to actually have real plan to actually do a lot of this. Please, ma, how do I handle this? I have a child who is always teasing me to get mad. She's always doing things to upset me. She's 7. You need to work on your emotions, ma. There's nothing. The child it's not about the child. It's actually about you. So you need to work on your emotions. And I cannot help you on this live stream. That's the truth. All right. If you want further details of what you need to do, reach out to us and we will send you details of everything that you need to do. If you're watching me on YouTube also, and you want to book a slot on the Inner Circle, I sent a chat, you will see it, and you'll be able to send the details for us to do all of that. I don't think I can see any more questions, but did you get value in this session today? If you got value, let me see the fire emojis. We like the fire emojis in the academy. All right, if you got value, let me see the fire emojis. If you got value, let me see you say value right in the comment section. We had 147 people watch live on YouTube. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. And I saw that we were almost 100 on our Facebook community. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for always being here when we come out here. I know, right? For trusting that we can also do this. Most importantly, let people in your circle understand that there is something different to do. We can't always now do things the same way we've been doing it. Remember that I said that change is noiseless. Change is noiseless. So you need to understand that everything about change is changing. Everything that you know is changing. So you need to begin to actually look at things differently. Share this link to someone to listen. Share it, tag a friend, invite your friends. If you're listening to me on the Facebook community, invite your friends in the community, let them come and learn. There's a lot to learn. If statistics are showing or research is saying that we are 65 years behind when it comes to learning the relevant skills of the world, that should worry everybody who listens and hears it. So it means that while we're doing all of this for our children, right? While we're doing all of this for our children, we also need to do this for the people around us. I'm happy that you got value. At least it was a 1 hour and 20 minutes well spent. I am excited. See you again on Tuesday next week. Oh, Thursday on our Instagram Instagram channel. Follow us on Instagram. You will get also that session is different from this one. We have a different content on Instagram. And you can also join the Inner Circle to learn more. Trust me, the Inner Circle is a badass place to be in. Thank you so much again and again. Thank you so much again and again for joining me. All right, I had fun sharing what I know with you, and I am very, very certain that this is going to have a turn for your parenting journey. Remember that this offer for the holiday plan is limited. It is not timeless. By the time we do the launch on Monday, we would not have this on the table. There are 12 guides in this bundle. If you miss it, you pay 10,000 naira. That's it. If you miss it, you will pay 10,000 naira to get it. And trust me, even at 10,000 naira, you will be very, very glad that you actually did get it. All right. Even if we give it to you at 20,000 naira, you'll be glad that you did get it. So it is worth more than anything. We're giving it, this is just like a giveaway. Please make use of the time and, make payment and also have this, in stock. And please, the master class, the onboarding session, remember the onboarding session is only for people who actually pay pre-ordered, right? This holiday bundle is available on Monday. You're going to get it right with you. All right. We'll share a link for you to actually download all the printables. Please print them. I'm also going to do a video, all right, of the printables for you. So you also see what the printables look like. It's just amazing. Awesome. All right. And you would just love it. Thank you again and again and again. As we close, thank you for joining me. Let me finish my song before we go. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for always being here. I don't take it for granted.
Remember to share this video. Remember to share this video with someone, somewhere. All right? Oh, you want me to be. Came here with nothing. And all you have given me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new. Thank you, Omolala. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. I see you. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Eunice. Thank you, Amaka. Remember to share this with a parent out there who would want this also. All right? Let's share and share and share to people. Let them also be able to watch this. You want me to be. I came here with nothing. All you have given me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Make me a vessel. Sing with me if you can. I just wanted to close with the music. If you like Hugh songs, I'm sure you will love this as well. Oh, and all you have given me, Jesus, bring new wine. Yes, Perpetua, thank you. I love this song so much. Bring new wine out of me. Oh, Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Oh, Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine. Thank you, Perpetua. Where there's Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Where there is new wine, there is new hours. Alrighty, and as we begin to sign up, thank you so much, and hey, thank you, and see you in the onboarding session for parents who are going to take this opportunity. Thank you so much. New wine. All right, remember to share this with the parents out there. You can always catch replay in our YouTube channel. Thank you again for being here today. Me a vessel. Make me an offering. Remember to like this video, like it, and share as well. Thank you so much. Here with nothing, and all you have given me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. Out of me. All right, so see you Tuesday, 2 p.m. and bye.